Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Prehistoric Hunt, where I'm going to see how this, both the episodes of this week have kind of gone along, and how the reception's been on the channel, whether I'll keep going with the series or not. I would like to at least try to get us, a new weapon, that hunting rifle, which is basically kind of our next step in the series, but I'll see how the kind of game does perform first as well. It is a lot of probably repetitive of just walking and wandering around, and you hear a noise, run after it, get a few shots. It's not anything super involved for the hunting quite right now. There are some mortal zones, but it feels more like the weapon is more important than actually where you land your shot on an animal. I don't have that much to really go off of with it for testing because we don't have multiple weapons, but I'll just see what your guys' reception is and if I'll keep Prehistoric Hunt going or not. I figured it would at least be a nice little hunting game to throw up on there as a little something while I still try to figure out what else I'd like to do as series on the channel. But we'll just wait for everything to load on in and then see how we can do today. And speaking of loading... Okay, there we go. Okay, there's sound. And now there's visual. And where even are we? Oh, okay, we're actually pretty close to where we were at the end of the other episode. So I think I'm probably going to... I might go... see, but this is for 60. You know what? I'll take that. And maybe if I'm lucky when it comes to the compies, I can get those down with the integrity we need for them. But, right, I'm pretty close by to where we were, but I don't quite remember being over this way. I think one of the things I did was keep more like a persistent save system, so depending on, well, basically where you disconnected from at the end of your... Okay, that was weird, got stuck on the rock and couldn't even jump. Depending on, it'll save your last logout location, basically, so whenever you load in... Ooh, okay, these guys, I mean, I might have the rifle, but I highly doubt I'll have the capacity to do anything about them. Because you can actually hunt the big sauropods there. You can actually go out, hunt those guys, and collect them, but, yeah, I think, again, as I was saying, the weapon's going to matter heavily when it comes to those. So, you know what, if those guys are there, maybe we'll just work our way back towards the, kind of like the hub area over this way. What seemed to really work last episode was just kind of picking a location to go and just going along there for as long as you could. I just want to check, because I'm at 76 health. Yeah, loading the inventory. There we go. Okay, so I've got a couple of health packs, so I think I should be okay if I do want to do, a trek of sorts. That's one of the things, it does seem... Well, I hear them making their noise more. It does seem you do have to go a bit more of a certain distance before a lot of animals either, I guess, are around the area, or there's almost safe zones around each of these stores. But I've got, yeah, so 50 revolver or pistol ammo, and 80, wait, 86? I thought I had a bit more than that. Yeah, well, either way, we are very well stocked for whatever we're going to be up to today. And whatever we'll come across as well. I almost think there's something over this way. It's like there was a bit of an odd sound. Okay, well, I don't know if I want... See, I don't know if I want to fast travel. I almost... Yeah, there's no real good points that are super close, so maybe I'll just try going up towards the tower that I have marked on the little HUD here, on the compass. I'll just start going up that direction, see what we come across. Try to avoid the sauropods, because those guys, I think, will actually be a bit aggressive and territorial towards you. Okay, that, though, is something we can deal with. And Kylosaur I can deal with, but I don't know, maybe we'll actually have the comp... Oh! There you are. Yeah, I might actually have the compies finding us before we spot them. Although, I mean, truth be told, with how the grass is, I think that's always going to be the case. Yes, these just like... Oh, actually, maybe a couple of ankylosaurs going opposite directions. There we go. That one only took 2, so placement does have some factor. I think that second one might have been the heart, but we'll check and see for sure. Yeah, 1 to the stomach and 1 to the heart. So placement can be a little tricky sometimes for the shots, and because the animals don't really seem to have like just a standstill and idle, you kind of have to almost like cut them off, I'm guessing, to try to get some of those more vital hits like the heart. And then with the lungs also not your kind of a fairly large target you regularly try going for. You're going to have to be pretty precise with it too. There's 1 kill already. I guess I'll see about maybe a second contract. Yeah, I don't see getting a perfect Rex or any Rex. I don't know if I'd be able to get 80, like, for the integrity on that. I mean, it's not much, but I can easily do that trike one. And we'll just keep going up this way. Hearing some weird sounds out here, though. I don't know if it's just like ambient sounds that have been added into the game just to make the area feel more alive, or there's actually like dinosaurs around that we gotta be careful of and potentially hunt too. But yeah, again, this is one of those games where I think it'd probably be better in multiplayer at the states it in, just because you can kind of have some entertainment back and forth like that. Whereas on your own, it's a lot of like just solo trekking and trying to get from place to place to see what's there or not. Like, I feel like that... Maybe that was a raptor sound, but it could also very well have just been, like a bird or something, too. I don't see any movement around us either. And nothing really up above. Oh. Okay, I do see movement, but it's compies. The only problem is this is so dense, it's kind of hard to keep an eye on them with all the greens. That's you. Oh, and I hear a raptor. Okay, so that was one of them for the contract. I do see that one was right there. So we may have raptors to contend with in a little bit too. Just gonna see if I can find that other compy. Oh, these are how they do them. Just like quite a series of tracks of the little guy. I know he was running around here, but I don't know where he went after he, like, got over this area. It does feel kind of weird, though, to use the entire helicopter for a little compy, but That is just kind of how the systems are in game right now, like... Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so running, so it looks like he kept going this way. Actually, might even have another one with it. There's some tracks around. Oh. Okay, it's definitely raptor tracks from looks of those. Just gonna try to keep on the compy. Although some of the tracks look like they're going opposite directions right after each other, so this might be, yeah, this may be an active area for a few things. So on check 2 in case, okay, nothing overhead. Yeah, we got raptor, but the compy, surprisingly difficult to keep after it. Oh, geez, you guys are kind of annoying with... Okay, really? 3 revolver rounds for a compy? At least that's the contract done. I still feel like those guys are kind of tougher than they should be for just being like a compy. Okay, so that's coming down to pick one of them up. So you're just there. There we go, I can claim that. Now there, I think one more somewhere. Oh, right here. Okay, already claimed from looks of that. Jeez, that caught me off guard there for how loud that was. Okay, but that's compies. Keep working up towards this radio tower. See, oh, you know what? I guess maybe we got some new ones in, so maybe I'll go for more compies, just because they seem to be, like, probably one of the easier ones to get in the numbers like that. Still got the raptor tracks around here too, so I should be cautious. Okay, over 5 minutes and it's... Okay, running. So they actually must have gotten scared off by the helicopter when it came to pick up that one kill we got. So it actually does seem to have behavior kind of like Dinosaur Hunt does. Although maybe a bit more accurate because the dinosaurs actually run away from the ship than get flushed towards it. You know what? It is up in this general... Oh, actually, there's a couple of them then. They are kind of heading in this general direction, though, towards the radio tower, so I'm going to keep progressing this way. We'll see how things go for us. Actually, I want to see. Do I have, controls? Okay. Q is to hold breath? Really? I'm going to change it to Alt, because that's how Dinosaur Hunter Reborn is, and I think that's how a few other games are, where you actually can steady yourself through, like, holding your breath. I don't I don't know why they decided on Q, though. Okay, now, see, this is, I think, starting to turn off, so we'll just keep going this way and try to keep an ear out for anything. Although it is still kind of going along this way, too. Yeah, it can be very dead quiet at times in the game. I think that's just bird ambience. I don't think that's actually the compies. They seem to make more kind of like squeaking calls and things like that. Oh, so the raptor actually was, or still is, kind of going up this way. Although it still says over 5 minutes ago. Kind of surprised it's saying that, like, it's been this much time. But we're at least around the kilometer mark, so we'll probably make it up to this other spot or station before the episode's end. I just, again, was kind of hoping we would have had a bit more going on. It seems like this entire stretch up... Oh, wow! Okay, from the tracks you get to, they actually do a cone on the map if you use that. I didn't realize that. That's a nice little touch. It almost seems to be like maybe you need a little handheld mini-map sometimes then to get the most of that. Yeah, we're steadily closing in, but I haven't heard or really seen much of anything else. No, it says... I'm kind of set under 5 minutes, but I don't know... I want to go tracking that off with the distance. I think I'll keep focusing more on just what's straight ahead, at least that way I can get there, turn some stuff in. Let's see how we're sitting for points from that. But yeah, it definitely feels like there's not really like a even distribution across the map. It feels like there are pockets that get a lot of animals and like really dead and barren stuff throughout otherwise. Like aside from finding these Utah tracks, there's been nothing else I've heard or seen since since the compies. Yeah, this is almost more of a walking simulator when you encounter stuff like this going on. And it's weird because it's not like it's a corner of the map or something. This is kind of more like dead center-ish in a way. Like, probably dead center-ish would be this more general area, so... It's kind of bizarre that we've had so little activity. I can't remember, is that... Okay, yeah, that's actually on top of this. So, I mean, I guess we kind of have part mountain goat to us since we're able to climb up here, but... No, some areas you can, others actually are too steep. So I guess I gotta work back and then come up from there. Okay, but we can do that. Actually, I don't know if this would work. I think I'll have to keep going over this way a bit more, because it looks smooth up for a while, but I don't know if we'd actually be able to keep going once we get more to the top of that slope. Although, truth be told, this entire area, basically... I think this we can get up, though. Okay, let's just try. Ah, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. We kind of figured out a system to do it. There we go. Okay, we're up. We are now up on the plateau, or whatever this is. Don't know if we'll actually find anything up here. Like, our luck so far has not been the greatest for when it comes to anything out here. It almost sounds like there's something... I'm just going to get us down to that little checkpoint there. And keep a look around. It sounds like something weird's kind of around here. Now it's just quiet. Maybe there's a certain altitude where it just, like, plays that sound from? I don't know. But yeah, for, like, all that distance that we covered, surprisingly barren. I think that's one of the biggest problems with the map, is it might be big, but it doesn't feel like things are really well distributed throughout it. Like, there were no sounds we really heard as we were walking. We got a sighting of the sauropods. I think those are brachiosaurs. I think that's what the roster has them as. I mean, there was the brachiosaurs we saw in the distance, the compies we dealt with. And that was really it. Like, it was not really that exciting of an adventure, to be honest. That's, I think, why I wanted to see about, okay, how do you guys receive this? Because there might be episodes that are going to be like this, which is kind of, oh, that was actually a surprisingly fair amount. 261. So we are over the halfway point for that hunting rifle I do want to try going for, but you guys will let me know in the comments if you do want to see more of this or not. Maybe I just have to fast travel to a certain area on the map that's more plentiful. But for now, I think we'll end this episode of Prehistoric Hunt right here. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy it, be sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave them in the comments right down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe think of doing so if you enjoyed the video. And of course, now when I'm ending things off, everything wants to come out of hiding. If you haven't subscribed already, it would really help if you would subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed the videos. We're slowly building up closer and closer to the 500 sub mark, and Oh, good lord, is that actually on top of us? Oh, geez, he is. Okay, I guess we're actually sending this out with a bit of action. Wow. Okay. Apparently I was able to one-shot that somehow. I'm just gonna quickly turn that in. And yeah, apparently I was in the wrong area on the map was all. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't. I'm saving the plugs towards the end of the videos, just so that way you guys have seen a full video. If you enjoyed, it'd help us. If not, whatever. But until I see you all in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.